Breaking news, my country people. Wahala don settle. IPOB has threatened to deal with the senator representing Imo North Senatorial District, Frank Ibezim, and the lawmakers representing Owerri and Oru zones of the state if the federal government goes ahead to set up an internally displaced persons IDP camp in the state or any other part of the southeast region. Guys, these IPOB people are not joking. No. They vowed to deal with Senator Frank Ibezim representing Imo North Senatorial District on the platform of the All Progressive Congress and other lawmakers representing Owerri Zone and Oru Zone of Imo State if they succeed in backing the Nigerian government to set up this IDP camp in southeast or any part of Imo State. Now, IPOB made the threat in a statement issued on Thursday by its media and publicity secretary Emma Powerful when the group reiterated its rejection of the establishment of IDP Skill Acquisition Center in Imo State. And they noted that this operation is an operation where they aim to import terrorists and bandits into Biafra land. That this is not just a mere skill acquisition center, that they aim to convert this operation to import terrorists and bandits into southeast region. But they say that in the light of this project, IPOB warned all Igbo politicians who sees the deployment of these terrorists and bandits in the name of IDP camp as their dividend of democracy from a federal government that hates the Igbo nation of Biafra to be ready for the consequences. That if all the Imo state politicians that connive with Hope Uzodinma import the Fulanis and the Almajiris using this IDP skill acquisition center as a cover-up to be prepared for what's coming home, that they should be prepared for what is coming, because IPOB and Indibo will not sit by and watch the selfish and treacherous politicians mortgage the future of unborn Biafran generations for their own selfish political ambition. It's not possible that they sit back and fold their arms while they want to turn their states into a state of breeding terrorists and bandits and Fulani headers. That they are not going to allow the importation of foreign terrorists, into Biafra land in their quest to change the demography of the Biafra nation. So they called out to Senator Frank and other two senators representing Owerri Zone and Oru Zone that they should be well, else they will receive the consequences for handing over Imo State for IDP camp while their youths have no industry or companies in the same state to employ them. You can imagine, my country people, when it comes to setting up of IDP camps, they will remember the southeast region, but when it comes to bringing of development, they will not remember the southeast region. Yes, those senators hiding in Abuja in their well-forfeited homes, working on importing terrorists and their informants using IDP camps will have themselves to blame. No inch of Biafra land is available for IDP camp. The eternally displaced persons in the north should be accommodated in the northern region, where there is a vast space of land. So all these greedy Igbo politicians should know this and know peace. Because once they start, there is no going back. There is no going back. This is a serious warning to all Igbo politicians. This is a serious warning to the senator representing Imo. This is a serious warning to those representing Imo that they should beware. Because the Alibo is a sacred land and it shouldn't be polluted or conquered by uncircumcised intruder friends, because they will not sit back and fold their arms and watch while they change the demography of the Biafra land. So those senators that are in Abuja should know too that the wise learn from history, because they fought and resisted Fulani invasion. when they forcefully tried to occupy their forests and bushes. And they also resisted any form of Fulani, encroachment into the Biafra territory. And they are still doing it till date. In the 18th century, the indigenous Hausa politicians thought they could use the Fulani militias to remain politically relevant, but ended up selling their generations to these Fulani people, who later conquered them. Today, both the Hausa politicians and the Hausa people have been enslaved in their lands by these Fulani people. So, these Igbo politicians who are selfish should note that they thought they would remain relevant politically forever by pleasing their Fulani masters. They should note that what happened in the past should not repeat itself again. Whether some of the greedy and Igbo politicians like it or not, Ndi Igbo and IPOB will not allow them to mortgage the people of the southeastern region's future for their political relevance and for gain. So no inch of Biafra land will be made available for these persons, because at this point there is no going back on this. And guys, Governor Hope Uzodinma had noted that these talks of Fulani camp, that's the IDP camp, it's not true, that they don't plan on, creating an IDP camp for the Fulanis and all of that. When IPOB raised this alarm, the Imo state government, they debunked it and saying they said it is not true. So my country people, this is happening, and there is no going back on this. In fact, the IPOB have made the statement that they will not allow such in the southeast region. They don't want their people's blood to be soiled in their own land by intruders, by outsiders, by foreigners. So I wonder what Almajiri IDP camp is doing in the southeast region. Why are they even bringing it in the southeast region? The North have enough land for that. So why is it that they are trying to import them into the southeast region? So why are they trying to do that? It seems that these our politicians, they don't know what's really happening. They want to sell off their lands for, political gain or what? When the southeast region are yet to have good working refinery, no one is talking about that. The southeastern politicians are not looking towards that. How about seaports, international airports, and other developments? They wouldn't strive to bring such a thing in the southeast region. But if it's bringing of Almajiri camp, an IDP camp, they will consider it, because they know they will have some gain for themselves in it. Guys, a lot is going on. This one that IPOB has raising alarm over this, this movement in the southeast region. But they've said that they will not allow it. They will not allow, these projects to be set up in the southeast region. So, guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.